Hey everyone, ZeroMagnumX here. This is more, okay, I already did my wish list. This is going to be much shorter of a video. This is my prediction list of what I can see being done. Probably, probably not. I mean, it's speculation, so here we go. First up, I think Forbidden will be Mind Control and Reborn. Mind Control's been in the game too long. I mean, Konami, listen to people. Mind Control needs to be gone. It's too ridiculous of a card. It's too powerful with Ixies and with Synchros. It's just, I think it's honestly just way too strong in the given format. I mean, if they would hit some Ixies or some Ixies summoners, fine. But this on its own is just, it's ridiculous. Reborn, this card comes off the list, it goes on the list. You could also put Dark Hole here. I'm doing like Reborn / Dark Hole, one of the two. We'll probably get rid of it, but since decks are so spammy right now, I'm going to go with Reborn. These are my one-ofs. Wind-Up Magician I can see going to 1, and the same thing with Wind-Up Factory. After that, the deck is pretty much nerfed, because this is the problem card. Anyone who thinks that Shark is... No, it really isn't. Because you can do nothing with Shark if Wind-Up Magician is what's doing all the herp-a-derp behind Factory. If you take these guys to 1, Shark at 3 is perfectly fine. Okay, I think Abyssmegalo will probably go to 1, just because it's Konami. This is the one move that probably just wouldn't make sense, but they'll do anyway. So they'll probably take it to 1, just because they can. And nerf it, because they want people to play the other level 7s that are in the deck. That's what I feel is going to happen. Dragoons to 1 as well, just because they won't hit Undyne or whatever else, I don't think, or Jetix Control like I want them to. I think they'll just hit Dragoons because for some reason Konami is really super biased against searchers. So I don't know. I mean, I think this will be hit over Undyne being hit. Rescue Rabbit to 1. I'm only saying this because remember those moves that Konami makes that are just stupid? This is the second one on the list. They'll just put Rescue Rabbit at 1 because they can, and it'll be dumb, it won't make sense, it won't be any good, and that's that. Okay, I also think Shockmaster's going to 1, just because it's Konami, and they'll be like, okay, well everyone has their Shockmaster, let's put it at 1. If not, you know, put it on the Forbidden list altogether. Here's my 2-ofs. I think Shark's going to go to 2-of. If Japan has this, I don't know if they do yet, but if Japan has it, I think it'll go to 2. Just because they want to hit wind-ups at all angles. And given the last format, whenever I was like, oh, they won't hit Inzectors, they never hit theme decks, they like murdered Inzectors. So I'm anticipating the same thing for wind-ups and then for them to touch on the water decks. So yeah, I think Shark would probably hit 2. Boca Moon would go to 2, just because it's always bouncing back and forth, and I think 2 is good for the game right now. Again, I'm not saying that this list is to make sense, I'm saying this is what most likely I can see Konami doing. Mezuki to 2, I mean, I think it'll be an experiment. So, okay. The other card that I didn't put on here that I don't know, it is my I don't know card. I just want to mention that is Tsukuyomi. I don't know if they just put it to 2 or 3. Okay, so, I mean, I don't know where to put that, but Tsukuyomi could end up being 2 or 3. So, I mean, that's what would have been my next card in this thought process would be Tsukuyomi, but they could also put it to 3, so that's why I didn't put it on there. I think Skew Drain could also go to 2. This card likes to play bounce around, so I could see this card going to 2. I could also see Horn of the Phantom Beast going to 2. Primarily because it will hurt the Fire Fist decks, but on the same token, the card's been around for a very long time, like a very long time, and I think it'll go back to 2, or go down to 2. I mean, I get that the Fire Fist decks are out, the Onslaught structure decks will be out or are out. But Horn of the Phantom Beast, even though it comes in there, I don't think it would hinder sales because people will want the other stuff from that deck. They'll want the actual Fire King engines and things like that. So Hornet the Phantom Beast, they'd be safe at putting it at 2. I think it'd be just like that semi-limit because they want to say, okay, we want to slow the decks down, so we're going to only give you 2 to play with. Okay, Unrestricted is Spore. I mean, this seems to be universal on everybody's list. I don't even understand why. Oh, well, okay, one more card. I think Formula is going to go back to 2. I just wanted to get that in there real quick, so Formula can go to 2. I don't think it would do anything. Spore, I think, will be unrestricted, and Kalut, I think, will be unrestricted. The only reason I'm saying I think Kalut will be unrestricted is because following what I did before, I'm pretty sure Honest had the same pattern. I can't remember correctly. I'm probably wrong on this, guys, but I swear at one point they put Honest at 1 and then it came back to 3 for a formatter. It went to 2 to 3 and then they're like, oops, we got to put it back to 1. I can't remember. I'm probably incorrect on that, but I swear that's how it happened. I mean, it's been a long time since Light Sworn format, but I just, you know, I see that happen, and I see Kalut going to 3 because that's really the only thing on the list that doesn't do anything, if that makes sense. So, I mean, I can see that happening because Whirlwind to 2 would give them another searcher. Okay, Gel to 2 would make it so they have an unfair advantage, and Gel's generally universal card gets over beaters. Kalut to 3 probably would be their, like, I guess, primary play on that. I mean, because Kalut at 3 doesn't seem to be doing anything right now in the current meta state. So I could just see them going from 2 to 3. I mean, that's my thought process on the whole thing. Because, I mean, no one's really picking up Blackwings and using them or anything. So that's my, I guess you could call it my prediction video. I mean, that's what I think that they will do. It's not what I want them to do. It's what I think could most likely happen if they follow a little bit of logic and then do their dumb moves. This is basically what I expect. I mean, if there's a few changes on here that just like are left field, fine. But this is the general consensus of what I expect Konami to do, because every single one of their lists, they've only moved like 1 or 2 cards for the Forbidden. They kill the main meta decks, which Rabbit's still technically a meta deck, so they just figure, oh, we'll put it to 1 and we'll stop it. And then they like semi-limit weird cards and then unrestrict weird cards that probably shouldn't be unrestricted. So anyway, I'm guessing this is what will happen, and I don't know. What do you guys think is going to happen? I mean, logically speaking, based on what Konami has done, not based on what you would like, based on what Konami's actually done in the past. Do you think this list seems reasonable? Alright, leave a comment down below, and remember, comment, favorite, and subscribe. Peace, YouTube, and ZeroMagnumX out.